silver rivers across the city windows. Every street light became a watercolor, every passing car a fading brushstroke, and somewhere between the sound of the storm and the warmth of the cafe, the night opened its arms and welcomed me in. A bell above the door rings softly, then settles back into silence. The air smells of roasted coffee, old books, and distant memories. A woman reads beside the window, turning pages carefully as though each word might break if handled too quickly. Outside, umbrellas drift through the darkness like small moving islands crossing an endless sea of rain. No one seems hurried tonight. The storm has stolen urgency, leaving only presence, leaving only now. The glass beside me trembles gently as raindrops gather, then fall, then gather again, each one tracing a path nobody could predict. Yet somehow every drop finds its way downward as though it understands something. I have spent years trying to learn. Rain against the cafe glass softly writes what words cannot, stories without language, truth without explanation. Rain against the cafe glass, turning city lights to stars, turning ordinary moments into something worth remembering. And for a little while, nothing is required of me, no destination, no deadline, no performance. There is a certain kind of comfort in choosing the seat by the window. Not because the view is extraordinary, but because it reminds us that we can belong to the world without needing to be in the center of it. Tonight, the rain gathers on the glass. The city hums softly beyond it, and this small table feels like enough. The cafe is quieter now. The evening rush long gone. Only scattered conversations remain, floating like distant lanterns. Across the room, the chair across from me sits empty. Yet it doesn't feel lonely. Some absences are heavy, some absences are peaceful. And tonight, this one feels peaceful. Outside, people move beneath umbrellas. Their reflections stretching across wet pavement like brushstrokes painted by the rain. For a moment, I wonder where they're going. Then I realize the question isn't important. What matters is that they're moving, and I am resting. Both are necessary, both belong to life. The rain taps gently against the window, like an old friend who knows exactly when to speak and when to remain silent. Window seat for one, beside the rain tonight, watching countless stories disappear into the light. Window seat for one, yet somehow not alone. The city keeps me company. The storm feels like home, and every passing shadow, every distant pair of headlights, every reflection on the glass becomes a reminder that beauty exists everywhere. For those willing to notice, I used to believe happiness was waiting somewhere ahead, beyond the next achievement, the next destination, the next version of myself. But the older I become, the more I notice how often peace arrives in ordinary places. A warm drink, a quiet room, a familiar song, a rainy evening, a window seat for one. The city outside remains busy, even at this hour. Yet from here, its urgency feels softened. The traffic lights continue changing, red to gold, gold to green, patiently, without demanding attention, without asking for applause, simply doing what they were made to do. There is wisdom in that, to exist fully, without needing to be seen. A notebook lies open beside a cooling cup of coffee, its blank pages waiting, but for honesty. And perhaps that is enough. Perhaps we spend too much time trying to become extraordinary, when the quiet moments have been extraordinary, when the quiet moments have been extraordinary all along. Window seat for one. The rain continues falling. The city continues glowing, and the night continues teaching. Red to gold, gold to green, patiently, without demanding attention, without asking for applause, simply doing what they want to be studying. There is wisdom in the mass, the weak should get, the shortens peeing solely, the si plagérie, le soldat se mit ambition, le doy, the streetlights Jordan me glow, at Café, too much time, the soda become a cliché, and bar a sweet shoulder, and machine. What demand a song, a rainy, began shouting to and going. The smell is sour, the shackle, window seat for one. Breathing quarter one. Let's start and breathe slowly, where time feels gentle and stimulation, and silence feels kind. No need to rush, no need to prove anything, no need to become someone else. Tonight, this seat, this window, this moment, the insta acetone stellar, but very wide moments. I stay here, window seat for one. It's 2 in the morning, the hour when the city begins speaking honestly, when the noise grows tired and the masks begin to slip. The rain still falls beyond the window, the cafe still glows with amber light, and a thin ribbon of steam rises slowly from my cup. Like a thought, trying to become visible, the steam dances upward without hesitation, and a thin ribbon of steam rises slowly from my cup. Like a thought, trying to become visible, the steam dances upward without hesitation, trusting something it cannot see, and somehow that feels important outside. The streets have emptied into reflections and silence. Traffic is rare now, only the occasional pair of headlights gliding through the rain like distant stars crossing an ocean of darkness. The clock above the counter moves quietly, marking seconds nobody notices, and I wonder how much of life passes the same way. Uncelebrated tiny victories, unseen simple joys, forgotten too quickly. Perhaps happiness is not rare, perhaps attention is coffee steam at 2 a.m. Floating through the golden light, turning ordinary seconds into something bright. Coffee steam at 2 a.m. Rising through the air like every dream we've carried without knowing it was there. slows down enough to hear itself breathe. The cafe feels suspended between yesterday and tomorrow. Neither fully awake nor fully asleep, the barista wipes a nearby table with the calm confidence of someone who understands that peace can live inside repetition. A woman near the bookshelf closes her journal and smiles softly to herself, as though she has finally found the words she was searching for. I don't know her story, yet somehow I feel connected to it. The older I become, the more I realize we ain't carrying invisible things to make sense of them beneath different rooftops under the same sky. Perhaps that's why places like this matter, not because they solve loneliness, but because they remind us we were never alone to begin with. The steam continues rising, then slowly disappears, yet it is not truly gone, only changed, only transformed. The rain understands this, the clouds understand this, even the city understands this. Nothing remains exactly the same, and somehow that is what allows beauty slightly. Coffee steam at 2 a.m. carried upward by the night, teaching restless hearts to hold their dreams lightly. Coffee steam at 2 a.m. neither rushing nor afraid, trusting unseen currents along the path it's made. And maybe that's enough. Questioning the journey, Jillian coffee days beside the city glows while they climb faintly on the clear fleeting. Beyond an undecided traces appear, gracing behind. Exist to help us see, others exist to help us feel. The Edison bulbs hanging above the cafe do both. Their amber glow softens every edge of the room. Outside, the rain paints the city in shades of blue. Inside, light turns everything gold. And somewhere between those colors, the night finds its balance. The bulbs sway slightly whenever the door opens. Tiny suns suspended above tired dreamers. Their glow settles gently across notebooks, coffee cups, folded jackets and quiet faces. No one speaks loudly here. The light seems to ask for patience. Even the rain outside appears calmer when viewed through its warmth. I watch reflections move across the wooden table, light stretching and shrinking as passing cars drift through puddles outside. 1,000 small moments, 1,000 tiny movements. Most would never notice them, yet tonight they feel important. The world often celebrates the extraordinary, but peace usually lives somewhere else, in ordinary evenings, in familiar rooms, in the comfort of not needing anything more. The glow of Edison lights falling softly through the rain, turning simple moments into memories that remain. The glow of Edison lights holding back the midnight blue, a quiet reminder that warmth can find you too. When the world feels distant, when the road feels long, a little light is sometimes enough to help the heart carry on. His laptop, not because his work is finished, but because the night is asking him to rest. There is wisdom in knowing when enough is enough. Outside, traffic lights blink across wet intersections. Inside, coffee cools beside open journals. Everything seems suspended, not moving forward, not moving backward, simply existing. And for once that feels like a gift. I think about all the evenings I rush through, all the sunsets I barely noticed, all the confidence stay ahead, always arriving somewhere, never arriving here. Perhaps happiness isn't a destination. Perhaps happiness is attention. Perhaps the secret it isn't finding more. Perhaps it's finally seeing what is already present. The rain taps softly against the glass, as if agreeing. The light doesn't compete with the darkness, it simply exists beside it. And then maybe that is courage, and not defeating every shadow, not soul of Edison light, but in continuing to shine night to night, even on difficult nights, especially on difficult nights. Waiting patiently for someone to notice. No grand intentions. The city continues. The night continues. And waiting impatiently for someone to notice. has two kinds of silence. The silence of empty rooms and the silence that exists between voices. Tonight, the second kind fills the air. Fragments of conversations drift across the room, not loud enough to understand, not close enough to follow, only enough to remind me that every person carries a world inside them. A quiet laugh rises from somewhere near the back. A few words follow, then another pause. The story disappears before I can catch it across the room. Someone leans forward as they speak, their hands moving gently, like they are trying to shape an invisible memory. I will never know what they're discussing. A dream, a goodbye. Thousands of windows, thousands of lives, each glowing softly against the darkness, each holding stories I'll never hear. The rain slides slowly down the glass, blurring every reflection, turning certainty into watercolor. And I realize most of life is exactly that. Incomplete pictures, partial understanding, beautiful mysteries, distant conversations floating through the midnight air. Pieces of forgotten stories drifting everywhere, distant conversations soft as rainfall on the street, proof that every passing stranger has a journey incomplete. And somehow that thought feels comforting. We are all searching, we are all becoming together. When I was younger, I thought understanding someone meant knowing everything about them. Now I think differently. Sometimes understanding begins accept that we never fully can. The woman near the window smiles, the man beside her nods. A moment passes between them, simple, ordinary, yet somehow important. The greatest moments rarely announce themselves. They arrive quietly. A conversation, a glance, a shared laugh, a cup of coffee on a rainy night. The things we remember years later are rarely the things we plan to remember. The mind works strangely that way, collecting small pieces of light, carrying them forward. Outside headlights stretch across wet pavement. The city continues writing stories faster than anyone could read them. Yet tonight I'm content not knowing them all. There is freedom in realizing you don't have to understand everything. You don't have to solve every mystery. You don't have to read every chapter. Sometimes it's enough to sit quietly and appreciate the existence of the story itself. Distant conversations moving gently through the listening room. Atlanta's crossing dark waters, like flowers beginning to bloom. Distant conversations, latest connection, and not knowing, telling someone's story. But wait, we started.
Some lights are brightest, not when the sky is clear, but when the rain arrives. Streetlights understand this. They spend their entire lives waiting for darkness, so they can reveal what daylight hides. Tonight they stand quietly beyond the cafe window, shining through falling rain like small promises scattered across the city. The storm has softened now, not gone, only gentler. Raindrops drift through amber light, creating rivers of gold that slide across the pavement. Each streetlight paints its own reflection, long trembling brushstrokes stretching through puddles across empty sidewalks and forgotten corners. A man walks beneath an umbrella, his shadow follows close behind. For a moment, the rain turns him into a silhouette, moving through a painting. Then he disappears, swallowed gently by distance. I wonder how many beautiful things leave our lives this way. Not dramatically, not suddenly, simply fading into another chapter. We were never meant to read. Streetlights through the rain, shining softly in the night, turning ordinary streets into rivers made of light. Streetlights through the rain, guiding travelers unseen, standing through every season without asking where we've been. And somehow their quiet presence says enough. Keep going, keep walking, the road is still ahead. The city feels different after midnight. Its sharp edges soften, its noise becomes a whisper. There's a building the same, yet everything feels transformed. Perhaps the world changes when fewer people are watching. When fewer people are watching, we finally become still enough to notice what was always there. The rain gathers beneath traffic signals, red reflections, gold reflections, green reflections, colors flowing together without competition. become the sun. The river never tries to become the sea. Yet both fulfill their purpose beautifully. The moon, much peace might we discover, comparing our path to someone else's. The rain seems to ask this question again, against the glass. A streetlight stands alone at the far end of the road. No applause, no appliance. Storm after listens, eagerly notices. Streetlights through the rain, gleam against Argentina, dilaminating the darkness, simply making it easier to step than the next, The rain continues falling, the city continues breathing. The cafe remains warm behind me. End of song, end of song, end of song, end of song, end of song.
There is a certain kind of courage found only after midnight, when the world grows quiet, when distractions fall asleep, when thoughts we avoided all day finally pull up a chair and ask to be heard. The espresso arrives, dark, warm, steaming beneath the amber light. A small cup carry enough energy to keep the night alive. The rain continues beyond the glass, gentler now, more patient, as though even the storm has settled into reflection. I wrap my hands around the cup, feeling its warmth. Travel slowly through my fingers. Simple things matter more at night. A warm drink, a familiar song, the sound of rainfall, the glow of distant windows. The older I become, the more I realize life is rarely changed by dramatic moments. It changes quietly, one thought at a time, one decision at a time, one ordinary evening that slowly becomes unforgettable. The espresso sits before me, like a small midnight sun, bright against the darkness, steady against uncertainty. Midnight espresso, keeping tired dreams awake, fuel for silent journeys only restless hearts can make. Midnight espresso, bittersweet and strong, a reminder that the longest roads still move along. And somewhere inside this cup exists a simple truth. The night is not your enemy. The night is your teacher. The cafe has grown quieter. Only a few tables remain occupied. A student reviews notes beneath a lamp. A writer stares thoughtfully at a blank page. A musician taps gently against the table. searching for a melody only they can hear. Everyone here is building something, a future, a skill, a dream, a better version of themselves. Not all construction happens in daylight. Some foundations are laid at midnight, hidden from applause, hidden from recognition, hidden from the world. Yet no less important, outside, streetlights shimmer in puddles, reflections bending with every raindrop. Nothing remains perfectly still. Nothing remains unchanged. Perhaps growth is the same. Not dramatic, not sudden, just small movements, repeated faithfully over time. The first sip is bitter. The second feels warmer. The third feels familiar. Life often works that way. The things we resist sometimes become the things that help us grow. Not every challenge arrives to break us. Some arrive to wake us. Midnight at Espresso, feeling like it's prepared. With Harry, surely so, just still in front of me. Midnight Espresso, steady through the quiet hours, helping put your hopes stirred until they become flowers and pronounce success and the success. Even when nobody is, even when progress, the cup slowly begins to start walking. Even when maybe the prize of the storm, either down the Tirana frogging and the channeling storm. Espresso. No espresso. Siempre volviendo a todos. Wird behind the window. It's simply as close as the smoke. Even when nobody sees, even when told, and something between the final and the passing storm.
Every notebook tells two stories, the one written on its pages and the one hidden between them. Tonight, beneath the cafe lights, mine lies open on the table. Its pages filled with unfinished sentences, crossed out ideas, forgotten plans, and questions still searching for answers. A notebook full of half-finished thoughts, a mirror of a human life. The rain taps gently against the glass. The city glows beyond the storm, and before me rests evidence of every version of myself that tried to understand the world. Some pages are hopeful, others uncertain. Some are crowded with dreams, others contain only a single sentence. Yet each one mattered enough to be written. I trace my fingers across faded ink, old goals, old fears, old ambitions, things that once felt enormous, now resting quietly inside paper. How strange it is to meet your younger self through their handwriting, to discover how much has changed and how much remains the same. The notebook never judged the mistakes, it simply accepted them, page after page, year after year, patiently waiting for the story to continue. Notebook full of half-finished thoughts, unfinished roads and restless dreams, questions floating through the margins. Life is rarely what it seems. Notebook full of half-finished thoughts, filled with hopes that came and went, proof that growth is often hidden inside moments poorly spent. And maybe every unfinished page still has something left to teach. The world celebrates completion, finished projects, finished goals, finished stories, but most of life exists somewhere in the middle, halfway built, halfway understood, halfway becoming. The rain understands this. Every drop begins in the clouds. Every river begins as a trickle. Every forest begins as a seed. Nothing arrives complete. Not people, not dreams, not wisdom. The student across the room turns another page. The writer near the window pauses before another sentence. Even the city itself remains unfinished. Buildings rise, roads expand, lights appear where darkness once stood. Everything is becoming, everything is ambition. Not that, but makes it exist.
blue ink ages differently, years pass, paper yellows. Yet somehow the words remain, small traces of a person trying to leave evidence that they were here. Tonight, beneath the warm cafe lights, I open an old notebook and meet versions of myself I had almost forgotten. The rain drifts softly down the window. Streetlights glow like distant stars, and page after page, blue ink carries voices from another time. A list of goals, a fragment of a poem, a question with no answer, a dream too large for the life I had then. I remember writing these words, not the exact evening, not the exact weather, but the feeling, the hope, the uncertainty, the quiet belief that the future might become something beautiful. Funny how the future always arrives, not dramatically, not all at once, but one ordinary day at a time. The things I worried about no longer matter. The things I overlooked have become treasures, a lesson hidden inside every year. Pages written in blue ink, little echoes from the past, messages sent through time itself, still finding me at last. Pages written in blue ink, dreams and doubts, side by side, proof that every version of ourselves had something worth preserving inside. And though the years continue moving, some truths remain unchanged. The student at the neighboring table fills another notebook page, carefully, patiently, without realizing how valuable these moments will become. One day they will look back to. One day these ordinary evenings will become memories. The rain outside will become nostalgia. The coffee will become nostalgia. Even this exact version of themselves will become nostalgia. Life is strange that way. We spend so much time chasing tomorrow that we fail to notice today's future memories. The city outside glows beneath the storm. Thousands of windows, thousands of stories, thousands of people writing chapters they do not yet understand. Perhaps none of us truly know which moments matter most. Perhaps that uncertainty is part of the gift. I find a sentence written years ago, simple, honest, almost forgotten. It says, keep going, you'll understand later. I smile quietly, because somehow the person who wrote it was right. Pages written in blue ink, still alive beneath the years, carrying forgotten victory. Days written in blue rays, it simply changes how we see the journey that we trace. And every page reminds me that growth often happens quietly while we're busy looking elsewhere. The notebook closes gently, the rain continues falling.
The cafe remains warm, the city remains awake, and somewhere between past and present, a quiet gratitude settles in for every painting in blue ink.
The coffee is gone, only a faint warmth remains inside the ceramic walls of the cup. The rain still falls, the city still glows. The clock continues its patient journey forward, yet something has changed. The cup is empty. My mind is not. There was a time when I believed fullness came from having more. More answers, more certainty, more accomplishments, more proof that I was moving forward. But the older I become, the more I notice how often clarity arrives after something has been emptied. The cup empties, the storm softens, the room quiets, and suddenly there is space to hear yourself think. The cafe feels smaller now, not because it changed, but because my attention has. The details grow sharper, the grain of the wooden table, the rhythm of distant rain, the reflection of a hanging light inside the bottom of the cup. Tiny things, things I would have missed if I were still rushing. Empty cup, full mind. The night has poured its wisdom in, leaving room for quiet thoughts beneath the city's gentle hymn. Empty cup, full mind, no longer chasing every sound. Sometimes the things we seek the most appear when we slow down. And perhaps the greatest gift is not having more, but finally noticing enough outside the window. The streets shine beneath the rain, streetlights stretch across puddles like golden waves, leading nowhere. And everywhere a cyclist glides through the night, a taxi disappears around a corner, an apartment window flickers off. Small endings, small beginnings, the city breathes in cycles, so do we. Some seasons are for gathering, others are for releasing. Some chapters ask us to build, others ask us to let go. Neither is failure, neither is weakness. Nature understands this. Trees release their leaves, clouds release their rain, rivers release themselves to the sea. Perhaps peace begins when we stop fighting the process, when we stop treating every ending like a loss. I look into the empty cup for a moment. It feels strangely symbolic, not empty in a negative way, empty in the way a canvas is empty, a canvas is empty, empty in the way dawn is empty before the sunlight arrives, full of possibility, full of room, full of what comes next. Empty cup, full mind. The rain continues softly outside. The city keeps writing stories across the midnight sky. Empty cup, full mind. A lesson hidden in plain sight, that letting go is not the opposite of growth. Sometimes is growth itself, and every ending creates space something new to enter. The rain makes the night, and as I sit quietly, watching reflections move across the glass, I realize nada can me quede. Like an empty cup and a full mind.
The song begins so quietly that nobody notices at first. A soft piano, a distant saxophone.
A brush moving gently across a drum. Jazz from the corner speaker. Not demanding attention, not asking to be heard. Simply becoming part of the room. Like rain, like memory, like time itself. The melody drifts above the tables and settles gently across the cafe. Over unfinished notebooks, over cooling coffee cups, over tired eyes and wandering thoughts. It doesn't tell anyone what to feel. It simply creates space for feelings already waiting there. Outside, the rain continues tracing silver paths across the window. Inside, the music fills the spaces between conversations. A man stares quietly into his drink. A student underlines another sentence. A woman closes her eyes for just a moment. The song belongs to all of them.
Yet somehow
it belongs to each of them differently. That has always been music's secret. The notes remain the same. The meaning changes with the listener. Jazz from the corner speaker, floating through the midnight glow, carrying stories without words. Only the heart can truly know. Jazz from the corner speaker, soft as rainfall on the street, finding hidden rooms inside the soul, where memory and longing meet. And for a little while, the whole cafe breathes to the same rhythm.
I think about all the songs that have fought, all the songs that have followed me through life.
Songs attached to seasons,
Songs attached to places, songs attached to people who no longer walk beside me. A melody can preserve a moment, can carry us years, begins to fade.
a single chord
Can reopen an entire chapter.
a single note can carry us years into the past. The saxophone rises gently, then falls away. The rain outside
blending with the piano. Why certain faces feel like home, why certain songs arrive at exactly the right place. Not everything beneath your ears, there's nothing underneath. Bunch of things you need to be felt. Jazz from the corner speaker, turning ordinary nights to gold. Teaching quiet hearts that not every story must be told. Jazz from the corner speaker, cheer that wolf meet at its lights. Companion for dreamers, traveling gently through the night. And maybe that is enough to sit, to listen, to feel, without needing anything more. Without needing anything more. It's strange how entire worlds can exist inside small things. A reflection in a puddle, a photograph in a wallet, a note tucked between pages. Tonight it is a spoon resting beside an empty cup, polished silver catching fragments of light. Holding a tiny upside down version of everything around it. The cafe, the rain, the city, myself, all reflected in something so small. The spoon curves gently beneath the lamp, its surface bends every image, stretching reality into unfamiliar shapes. And somehow that feels familiar. Memory does the same thing. Years pass, details fade, certain moments grow larger, others disappear entirely, until what remains is not exactly the truth, but something equally valuable. The meaning, the rain outside continues falling. Streetlights shimmer across the glass. Inside the spoon, their reflections become rivers of gold, tiny galaxies of moving light, proof that beauty does not depend on size. Some of life's greatest lessons arrive quietly, not through grand events, but through simple observations most people walk past. Reflections in the spoon, tiny worlds beneath cafe light, holding pieces of the city and fragments of the night. Reflections in the spoon, bending memories and time, showing how the smallest moments often leave the deepest signs. And perhaps the heart works the same way, collecting little pieces of light and carrying them forward. I think about the people I've known. Some stayed for years, others for only a season, yet each left something behind, a phrase, a lesson, a memory, a different way of seeing the world, like reflections in polished silver.
Their presence remains long after the moment has passed. The older I become, the more I appreciate small things. Not because life has grown smaller, but because I finally understand how much was hidden there all along. The warmth of a coffee cup, rain against glass, the comfort of familiar music, the glow of a distant window, the kindness of someone who remembers your name. These moments rarely make headlines, yet they build entire lives. One quiet detail at a time. Outside the city continues moving, inside the spoon remains still. Yet both are telling the same story. Everything reflects something, everything leaves an imprint, everything matters more than it seems. A drop of rain slides down the window, its reflection passes through the silver surface. For a brief second, two worlds overlap. The world outside, the world inside. Perhaps that is what reflection truly is. Not looking backward, but connecting things that once appeared separate. Reflections in the spoon, small enough to fit inside a hand, large enough to hold a universe. Reflects the spirit. Reflections in the spoon, small enough to demonstrate. Not enough to fit. Dressed as light. Each impatient takes one tip universe for practice. It is a spoon, those us willing to understand. Reflect will save us from what a tiny universe in the spoon. Reflections of spoon. Reflections in cosmos light, teaching patient hearts to notice the mirror, to understand. Grown quieter, not weaker, only softer, as though the night itself has begun speaking in whispers. The cafe feels different now. Fewer voices, fewer footsteps, more space between sounds. The warm light stretches across old brick walls and creates long shadows that move almost unnoticed. Slowly, patiently, like time. The bricks have seen countless evenings. Strangers passing through, people arriving with heavy hearts, people leaving with lighter ones, people celebrating beginnings, people surviving endings. The walls remember none of their names, yet somehow they hold traces of every story. The shadows drift across them gently, changing shape whenever someone moves, never staying still, never remaining the same. Much like us, the person I was 5 years ago exists only as a shadow now, visible from certain angles, recognizable in certain lights, but no longer fully present. And perhaps that's how growth works. Not replacing who we were, but slowly reshaping it, allowing old versions of ourselves to become part of the foundation. Soft shadows on brick walls, dancing in the amber glow, quiet reminders that we're changing, even when we do not know. Soft shadows on brick walls, moving with the passing night, proof that transformation happens long before it reaches sight. And every shadow carries evidence of a light somewhere nearby. The rain paints silver lines across the window. The city answers with distant reflections. Together they create a language, too subtle for words. The cafe clock ticks quietly, a familiar sound. A simple sound, yet tonight it feels meaningful. Every second passing, every second arriving. Life exists between those two movements, not in the past, not in the future, but here. The shadows continue shifting. A chair moves, a customer stands, the barista walks behind the counter. And suddenly the wall becomes different. The image changes, the light changes, the story changes. The wall remains. Perhaps resilience is not remaining unchanged. Perhaps resilience is remaining present while everything around us evolves. The bricks understand this, the rain understands this, the night understands this. Maybe we can too. There are seasons when growth feels invisible. Not all progress announces itself. Some of the most important changes arrive softly, like shadows crossing brick walls, soft shadows on brick walls, stretching gently through the room, telling patient hearts that every season has its bloom. Soft shadows on brick walls, never asking to be seen, just telling stories of becoming in the spaces in between. And maybe tonight, this is everything but because it does language. In the spaces in between, tornadoes on brick walls, stretching gently through the room, teaching patient hearts that every season has its bloom. Soft shadows on brick walls, meant to be seen. Cold and same hearts, just shut and feel blues. Soft shadows on brick walls, never asking to be seen.
Get through these highways in the spaces in between. Maybe one by one the chairs begin to empty. One by one conversations find their endings. The cafe has entered that quiet hour between staying open and saying goodbye. Outside the rain still falls. Inside the night slowly gathers its belongings. The last customers are leaving. A man folds his newspaper and slips it beneath his arm. A student closes a notebook filled with careful handwriting. A couple stands near the door finishing a conversation. They seem reluctant to end. Each movement feels slower now, more deliberate, as though everyone understands that certain moments should not be rushed. The bell above the entrance rings softly. The door opens, a gust of cool air enters, then disappears. Another story leaves the room. I watch through the window as figures dissolve into rain. Umbrellas opening beneath streetlights, footsteps fading into distance. Lives continuing beyond the glass. The cafe keeps none of them, yet somehow it changes each of them a little, and they change it too. Last customers leaving one by one into the night, carrying pieces of the evening beyond the warm cafe light. Last customers leaving like pages turning in a book, proof that every matters more than we often stop to look. And every goodbye leaves behind a small silence where gratitude can grow. The room feels larger now, not because it expanded, but because there are fewer voices filling the space. The empty chairs tell stories, knives, mats, essence, a forgotten napkin, a cooling cup, a chair slightly pushed back, evidence that someone was here. Life is full of these traces, small reminders that people pass through our lives, leaving more behind than they realize. A teacher remembers a student, a friend remembers a conversation. A stranger remaining exactly till the daylight misses later, the details they fade. Looking for each life, they're figuring that they're needs. They can see a line, so understand. Outside the rain paints silver paths across the pavement. Inside the remaining lights glow softly. The night is teaching another lesson. Nothing lasts forever, not the storm, not the music, not even this evening.
And somehow the truth makes it more beautiful. We often wish such moments could stay, yet if they stayed forever, would we treasure them the same? Perhaps impermanence is what gives value to experience. A sunset ends a season, room grows quiet, still long finishes, and because of that we pay attention. Yet the stories they created here continue forward beyond these walls, beyond this night, beyond this moment, and maybe that's enough. The bell rings one more time, the door closes gently. The rain converses gently. The rain continues falling. The city continues glowing. Tears glowing.
The night is nearly finished. Not suddenly, not all at once, but in small, gentle ways. The music plays a little softer, the chairs sit a little emptier, the rain falls a little slower, and behind the counter, the barista begins the final claint, a quiet ritual, repeated hundreds of times. Yet tonight, it feels like something more. A cloth moves across polished wood, circles within those circles, removing traces of the evening. Coffee rings, tiny spills, forgotten crumbs, evidence that people were here. The strange thing about care is how often it goes unnoticed. Most visitors never think about the clean table, the organized shelf, the warm light waiting for them tomorrow. Yet someone's effort made those things possible. The barista works without hurry, without complaint, without audience. There is dignity in that. Doing something well, even when no one is watching. Outside, the rain can use its patient conversation with the city streets. Inside, the final details are being arranged, everything returning to its place, preparing for another tomorrow. The barista's final climb, quiet work beneath the light, 1,000 unseen acts of care, hidden in the heart of night. The barista's final climb, steady hand, yet hands in patient grace. I think that kind is even in ordinary time and space. Not every contribution is celebrated, yet every contribution matters. I think about all the invisible work, holding the world together. The baker before sunrise, the cleaner after closing time, the nurse during a silent shift, the parent who stays awake, the friend who checks in, the stranger who offers kindness without expecting anything back. History remembers famous names. Life is built by ordinary ones, people who show up, people who care, people who continue.
even when recognition never arrives. The rain taps softly against the glass, as though applauding them all. The city itself depends upon countless unefforts. Lights turn on, doors open, shelves remain stocked, roads remain clear. Most of us never notice, yet we benefit every day. Perhaps gratitude begins the moment the barista pauses for a moment, looking out toward the rain, not tired, not rushed, just present. Sometimes peace isn't found in escape and responsibility. Sometimes peace is found in doing simple things well. The purpose is not only seen, the barista's final clinton, one final table, one final chair, before the night says goodbye. And maybe that is enough to leave a place a little better than you found it. The counter shines softly. The floor stands empty. The rain continues falling. The city continues breathing. And behind the last warm light, the clown comes. The final clump comes to an end.
Most of the lights have been off. The cafe rests beneath a blanket of shadows. Only one lamp remains, a warm amber glow. Near the window, one light still burning, small against the darkness, yet somehow enough. The rain continues its slow descent. Streetlights shimmer across empty pavement. The city feels distant now, as though midnight has gently just folded the world inward. The final customers are gone, the music has faded. Even the clock seems quieter, yet this single light remains. Steady, patient, unhurried, I watch its reflection stretch across the table. A golden path through darkness, and I wonder how many times in life we have been guided by something small, a single conversation, a single act of kindness, a single sentence in a book, a single person who believed in us before we believed in ourselves. Great changes rarely begin loudly, they begin like this. One light still burning, one light still burning. And sometimes a little light is all the heart requires. When I was younger, I thought strength looked like certainty, like confidence, like never doubting. Now I think strength looks different. It looks like continuing after disappointment, continuing after mistakes, continuing after plans fall apart, not because the road is easy, but because something inside refuses to surrender. The rain understands this. Every drop falls, every drop disappears, yet the storm continues. The ocean understands this. Each wave breaks apart, yet the sea remains. The light understands this too. Night after night, darkness arrives. Night after night, the lamp shines anyway, not because it can eliminate every shadow, but because that was never its purpose. Its purpose is simply to shine. The city beyond the glass is filled with lights. Apartment windows, red is cunning. Wonder that it's still burning. Not because it is fearless, but because it remains here. And maybe courage says it is the absence of purpose. Maybe courage is simply continuing to glow while darkness exists. The rain softens further, the city grows quieter, the cafe prepares for sleep, yet beside the window no single lamp remains, casting warmth across empty paving, holding space for tomorrow. One light still burning, long after the crowds have gone. A light still burning, brightly made of scums and scum. One after the breath of a bitch, is your light still burning? Oh yes, oh yes, the exodus, the ladies at the ass of the country, Mississippi, how will this as we fix this? The rains are shivering to darkness, and maybe as ahead as we're scared, just in this. City clear for tomorrow. One light still burning. One light still burning. As the speed goes through. One light still burning.
The final ritual begins. One chair, then another, then another.
Yet somehow it feels ceremonial, as though the cafe is quietly closing a chapter before opening another. The rain watches from beyond the glass. The city glows softly in the distance, and the room slowly prepares for rest. The chairs now rest above the floor, like sleeping birds upon branches, silent, still, waiting for morning. The room feels unfamiliar. The familiar shapes have changed. The tables stand alone. The aisles stretch wider. The space breathes differently. I realize how much of life depends on perspective. The chair has not changed. Only its position. And yet it appears entirely different. How often do we do the same, calling ourselves lost, when perhaps we are only between chapters, calling ourselves broken, when perhaps we are simply changing form. The rain continues tracing silver paths down the window, never remaining the same shape twice, yet always remaining rain. There is wisdom in that. Chairs turned upside down. The evening slowly folds away, making room for tomorrow before the arrival of the day. Chairs turned upside down, quiet symbols in the light, teaching tired hearts that endings can be gentle tonight. Not every closing door needs to sound like goodbye. Some simply whisper, see you again soon. The cafe has almost become memory. The laughter has faded. The conversations have drifted away. Only traces remain. A faint aroma of coffee, a lingering warmth in the air, the echo of music, still hanging somewhere beyond hearing. And yet, nothing feels sad. There is peace here, the kind that arrives. When something has fulfilled its purpose, a finished but completed journey, a rainstorm nearing its end. The purpose of this evening was never to last forever. Its purpose was to exist fully while it was here. Outside, the city continues its endless movement. Taxis glide through reflections, apartment windows glow above the streets. Life keeps moving, as it should, as it always has. The chairs understand this. You do not resist, it is believing. The change is not the end. Turn in plain sight. Chairs turned upside down. The evening slowly folds away, making room for tomorrow before the arrival of the day. Chairs
trembles in the light, teaching tired hearts that ends cannot be gentle tonight. Maybe tomorrow strikes a less with tonight's stillness. That rest is not the opposite of slavery, a vital length that I lack. Not love and must stay still. Most people hear the rain. Few notice the silence between the drops, the pauses, the spaces. The moments where nothing happens. Tonight, as the storm begins to fade, those spaces seem larger, more noticeable, more meaningful. The cafe is nearly asleep. The city has lowered its voice, and somewhere inside the night, I begin listening to the quiet between raindrops. The world spends so much time teaching us to chase noise. More information, more movement, more achievement, more urgency. As though value can only be measured by activity. Yet nature tells a different story. The forest grows quietly. The moon rises quietly. The stars travel quietly. Even the rain depends upon silence to reveal its rhythm. A drop falls, then stillness. Another drop, then stillness again. The music exists not only in the notes, but in the spaces between them. Perhaps life works the same way. Perhaps meaning is not found only in the milestones, but also in the pauses, the breath, the moments of simply being, the quiet between raindrops, the silence beneath the sound, a hidden kind of beauty. Most never stop to find the quiet between raindrops, soft as moonlight on the sea, teaching restless hearts that stillness can set us free. And maybe peace has been waiting inside the silence all along. The rain no longer rushes. It lingers as though reluctant to leave. Streetlights shimmer on wet pavement, their reflections moving slowly. With each passing breeze, the city feels suspended between midnight and morning, between ending and beginning, between what was and what comes next. I think about all the pauses that shaped my life, the conversations that changed everything, the quiet walks, the evenings spent alone, the moments I once considered empty, until time revealed their value.
Not every important chapter arrives dramatically. Some arrive disguised as ordinary days. Some arrive disguised as silence. We spend years searching for answers while overlooking the space where answers quietly grow. The rain understands this. It never fears the pause. Without the pause, there would be no rhythm. Without the silence, there would be no song. A final customer passes outside. Their reflection drifts across the glass, then disappears into darkness. The moment lasts only seconds, yet somehow it feels complete. Not because for tired minds, but because of something less. The quiet between raindrops, gentle as the fading night, showing us that wisdom often lives beyond the reach of noise and light. And perhaps the deepest truths have always spoken softly. We were simply too busy to hear them. The rain becomes a whisper. The city becomes a glow. The city becomes a glow. The café zijn nou samen. De spenging samen. Jeff financed. The colors Adam. The great lost stars. The colors glow. The cafe becomes a memory, still forming, and in the space between, the current comes up. Stylus is silence. Simply